Om. Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Yoga Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsa Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मयोगविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण योग वेदांत दर्शन ज्ञान साधन द्वारा आत्मानुभूति कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति अस्मिन् कर्मणि निष्ठित अस्माकं सा सर्वेषां दिग्विजयार्थं पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययन प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे साधना अपि भवतौ श्री योग दर्शन आचार्याणां स्मरणं प्रणामाः प्रार्थना। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम पतंजलि महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम व्यास महर्षये नमः। ओम अथ श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम द्वितीय पादः साधना पादः। ओम बाह्याभ्यन्तरस्तंभवृत्तिः देशकालसंख्याविः परिदृष्टः दीर्घसूक्ष्मः बाह्याभ्यन्तरविषय आक्षेपी चतुर्थः ततः क्षीयते प्रकाशावरणौ धारणासु च योग्यता मनसः। Second sadhana pada, 55 sutras. 53 we have done. In that last 10 sutras or so, we're talking about the Ashtanga Yoga Sadhana, which when done, Yoganga Anushthanat Ashuddhikshaye, impurities are destroyed, Jnanadiptihi, the Prakashata of all the Indriyas, especially Antakarana happens, which leads to Viveka Khyati. In that Viveka Khyati utilized perfectly, we know what is Prakriti, we know what is Purusha, we also know that Purusha need not be bound by, identified by the Prakriti. That ability to remain aloof as the Purusha not getting identified with anything that is happening to the Prakriti, whether it is Antakarana or Indriyas or the outer world, is called as moksha by the Yoga Darshan. Same Vedanta. Vedanta goes one step further. It doesn't, it says there's not even Prakriti, everything is Brahman, Atman, self alone. Each of the Ashtanga Yoga, 5 we have studied. We have tried our best. But the thing is, now you know the power of time, the power of mind. How? As the time moves on, we start engaged in something or the other, in the result of which this most divine, precious thing which we are taught, and in the track of which, if we travel, we get that moksha that is forgotten. You know, this is how with any amount of shastras heard or studied, as the time moves on, the things are forgotten. As if we have never heard anything, understood anything, we just behave as worst worldly fellow, even little more than anyone who have never heard Shastra. You know why? because we miss that point. Key, once the theory being heard and understood, change the track of from samsara to the sadhana and do sadhana of all of them to experience what is said here. Kini, without doing sadhana and experiencing, how many number of times we study entire yoga darshana, we remain as we are samsari. There's no better proof than ourselves. शर्म आता है कभी बोलने को कि वी हैव डन ईशावास्य उपनिषद, केनोपनिषद, कठोपनिषद, प्रश्नोपनिषद, मुंडका एंड मांडुक्य तैत्तिरीय. शर्म नहीं आता. वेयर आर वी? सेम वर्ल्ड ऑफ संसार, काम क्रोध राग द्वेष शत्रु मित्र बंधमो, ये वही चल रहा है. Now you understood how the Maya goes on working, mind goes on working. Samsara never goes away by itself. That is why the commitments, the anushtanas, nishtas, first in the understanding that I must experience the self and get liberated. Second, naturally in the sadhanas which are given here. The sadhanas given in the Shastras are for us to do and realize and get liberated, not for only studying. That's why Nayamatma Pravachanena Medaya Bhavana Shrutena Labhya. So therefore, Sankalpa, Pratigna and Prayatna, what should become predominant from now on is our real sadhanas. Yama, Panch, Niyama, Panch. What are those things? Do you remember? Do we know have you had that understanding? Is that understanding with us intact? No, are we doing them? Lagatar. Any bhakti sadhana, yoga sadhana, karma yoga sadhana, jnana yoga sadhana, जानना करना. सिर्फ जानो तो कुछ नहीं होता, जानकर करना ही पड़ता है. नहीं तो कभी भी फल नहीं मिलेगा. So Yama 5, Niyama 5, Asana we have studied. All of that along with the Phala Shruti when each of these asanas are mastered. After asana, till yesterday we saw the pranayama. What is pranayama in detail explained, and the phala of doing pranayama is two things. One is kshiyate cha prakasha avaranam. Second is dharanasu cha yogyata. Okay. Up to this we have seen with which the fourth limb called as pranayama is ended. Okay. Now we do the last in this particular second sadhana pada, last two sutras which talk about the fifth limb pratyahara. What is first? Yama. What is second? Yama. Third pranayama. Fourth pratyahara. The third asana. Fourth pranayama. Fifth is pratyahara. ऐसा लाइक बच्चे अपने आप को पूछकर अपने आप जवाब देते हैं. That's called mananam. So we should also do that. What is the sadhana to be done? Ashtanga yoga. In Ashtanga yoga, how many limbs are there? 10. Are Baba, 10 nahi, 8 hi hai. That's what Ashtanga. What are they? Name we should remember. Each of them, what is that? We should question ourselves and we should find answer. In that effort of finding answer, we know whether we have remembered it or not. अगर अष्टांग योग का नाम ही पता नहीं, उसमें क्या बताया वो पता नहीं, अब कब करेंगे? That is why extra effort required to remember them, and for that reason only we discussed today at length more than 22 minutes in the morning regarding the 6 necessary sadhanas before our Upanishadic class. The certainty regarding the goal, the thwarting of the thought disturbances, the avoidance of the sankalpas, the ability not allowing the ragadvesha to formation, then intensity of our chosen given sadhana, finally praying for the universal spiritual goal. Your 6 points, Visa, they're all in keeping these things in mind only. That without doing, we cannot experience these other distractions. Avoiding them, we have to slowly, steadily focus on doing the sadhanas. Now, let us do the last but one, Sutra 54. It is defining to us what is the fifth limb, pratyahara. So, yama, 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 niyama, 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 niyama. asana, 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 pranayama, 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 till we become familiar with those things and keep on chanting them. Pratyahara, 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 pratyahara. So the fifth limb was said as pratyahara. है ना, यम नियम आसन प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार धारणा ध्यान समाधौ अष्ट अंगानी, वन ऑफ द सूत्र है ना, ये है 8 लिंब, उसमें से फोर्थ इज अवर फिफ्थ वन. लेट अस चैंट द सूत्र 3 टाइम्स. स्वविषय असंप्रयोगे चित्त स्वरूप अनुकार इव इंद्रियाणां प्रत्याहारः. स्वविषय असंप्रयोगे चित्त स्वरूप अनुकार इव इंद्रियाणां प्रत्याहारः. और एक बार, स्वविषया संप्रयोगे चित्त स्वरूपानुकार इव इंद्रियाणां प्रत्याहारः. First point is, earlier 4 sadhanas, if done thoroughly, along with whatever siddhis that are mentioned, should lead to the fifth one effortlessly. This fifth sadhana becomes the base for the 6, 7, 8. Thus, this fifth pratyahara becomes the bridge between the outer 4 sadhanas, the inner 3. So, without this fifth pratyahara, all what we have done is waste. All this dharana, dhyana, samadhi we cannot do. Therefore, and pratyahara is the effortless again achievement of the 1, 2, 3, 4. Without doing them, it cannot be done. By the way, what is the definition of pratyahara? What is the meaning of the pratyahara sadhana? Like we have seen, what is the meaning of pranayana? Is what? Shvasa prashvasayoho gati vichchedaha. Isn't it? How it is done? There's bhakya abhyantara stambha vritti. Bhakya abhyantara stambha vritti dirgha sukshmaha. That's what we have seen, no? देश काल संख्या वही परिदृष्ट दीर्घ सूक्ष्म. हाउ नाइस दोज डेफिनेशंस. हियर आल्सो व्हाट इज प्रत्याहार? प्रत्याहार का क्या है कि स्व प्रत्याहार इज दिस वन कि इंद्रियाणाम प्रत्याहार इज प्रत्याहार. इंद्रियों का प्रत्याहार होना प्रत्याहार कहते हैं. प्रत्याहार इंद्रियों का होता है. इन द वर्ड ओनली देयर इज मीनिंग. आहार इज इन्वॉल्विंग एंड रिसीविंग. Pratyahara is stopping to involve, stopping to receive. Like ahara, I sit on dining table, serve one by one thing, go on eating. When I stop eating, that's called pratyahara. I sit in front of TV, go on watching. So I am doing the ahara of whatever the movie through the eyes and ears. When I put off the TV and no more from the eyes, with the eyes I see the TV. Through the years I am not listening whatever the dialogues I have done pratyahara. So pratyahara again indriyon ka sadhana hai. Indriyanam pratyahara pratyahara. How it is achieved? What it is ki swa vishaya asamprayoge. Yoga yoking. Prayoga very well yoking. Samprayoga thoroughly yoking. Asamprayoga not at all yoking. What is not yoked with what? Swavishaya asamprayoga of indriyana. When the indriyas are not at all contacting their own respective objects. So swavishayanam asamprayoge. Then where will they go? Indriyas, when they are not functioning in their respective fields, ki chitta sarupa anukara, they go back to their source. What is the source of indriyas? The chitta. Go super class of Vedanta and this one absolutely 100% matching. We saw the mind alone becomes sense organs. Here it is the other way around. Sense organs, when they no more pursue their respective objects, they go back to their source called a chitta. So chitta sarupa anukara iva indriyanam. So svavishaya apasamprayoge chitta sarupa anukara vishayana indriyanam pratyahara. So when the sense organs are not allowed to function in their respective sense objects, then that sense organs go into their source called as chitta swarupa. Chitta not chitta, pure consciousness. Nahi? उसमें कुछ नहीं होता, कॉन्शियसनेस इज अलोन कॉन्शियसनेस. बट गो बैक टू देयर चित्त, दिस इज कॉल्ड प्रत्याहार, साधना अचीव करना. Like the other day I gave example, open the eyes and look at the whole things of the world. Yeah, good. Now close the eyes. Where that vision has gone? Where that vision has gone? कहाँ गया है इंद्रिय देखने वाला? कहाँ गया होगा? जो है उसमें गया है. What is there? The chitta is there, so it has merged in the chitta. So simple when you practice it, ना खुद को पता करना पड़ता है सारे. स्वविषय असंप्रयोगे चित्तस्वरूप इव इंद्रियाणां प्रत्याहारः. चित्तस्वरूप अनुकारा इव इंद्रियाणां प्रत्याहारः. So by not using the sense organs in their respective faculties, what will happen? The indriyas go back to their source, becoming chitta. Now it has got good explanation. Bhashya is very good for it, required for it. थोड़ा सा हम आज देखेंगे कल बाकी कि स्वविषय असंप्रयोग स्वविषय संप्रयोग अभावे, when the absence of the senses exposed to their respective objects is there, chitta sarupa anukara iva iti, as if the sense organs become one with the chitta. Sense organs are different from the holes in which they are placed. This ear, this belongs to the body. Within the ear, the ability to listen is called as indriya, which doctors can never operate. Doctors can only work on physical body. That's why how much ever they do, they can't bring the sounds, etc. If the indriya itself is not working. Indriya is good, but it requires the physical apertures or the things where there is any problem in them. Doctor can separate them, but if the indriya is not there, जितना भी डॉक्टर करे कुछ नहीं होता. इंद्रिय काम नहीं करेगा. इंद्रिय is something subtler than the gross body. So, iti iva iti nam. So, स्वविषय संप्रयोग अभावे चित्त स्वरूप अनुकारा इव इति चित्त निरोधे चित्तवत् निरुद्धानि इंद्रियाणि न इतरेन्द्रियजेवत् उपायांतरम् अपेक्षते. यथा मधुकरराजं मक्षिका उत्पतन्तं अनुत्पतन्ति निविशमानं अनुनिविशन्ते तथा इंद्रियाणि चित्त निरोधे निरुद्धानि इति एषः प्रत्याहारः. Great example also given. It needs some 10 minutes to explain. We take and tell tomorrow. So, the example given is that of same as we saw in Prashnopanishad. यथा मक्षिका मधुकर राजानाम उत्क्रामंतम सर्वा एव उत्क्रामन्ते तस्मिंश्च प्रातिष्ठमाने सर्वे एव प्रातिष्ठन्ते. When the queen bee gets up from that source, whether it is flowers or it may be beehive, सारे उसके पीछे जाते. Then when it comes and sits, they all sit. In the same way, when the chitta is allowing, the indriyas are working. When the chitta is withdrawing, the indriyas are non-functioning. Indriyas don't have their own independent desire or demand. That state is the pratyahara state. But I want to see something. Yeah, chittane. I want to see means chitta wanted to see something. Then the eye became functional. When the chitta's requirement of seeing is over, eye has gone back into the chitta. This ability of putting all the indriyas only in the chitta, working according to the requirement of chitta, not independent, that status is called pratyahara sthiti. इसका 4-5 पहलू है. We have to study them slowly, steadily. Let us see tomorrow, little in detail. Then comes the last sutra, which talks about the PHALA SHRUTHI. Exactly on Sankranti day, we will be doing our Dvitiya Adhyaya Samapanam. Then the Tritiya Pada, the Vibhuti Pada also starts. We'll go on studying it.